The best way I could describe dressage is really it's like gymnastics for horses. The idea is that the rider can steer through these movements, making the horse look like it's doing it on his own. You have to have a lot of power, but you also have to have a lot of relaxation. So that's where the difficulty comes in this sport, having the power to show these movements that at this level achieve a great deal of energy, and yet the relaxation when you come halfway through the test to a walk, where the judges can then actually see if your performance is run on tension or is it relaxation.
You can see it's all about the spring really, how much height he's got, and that it's very regular. And that when I stop, he stands absolutely still and doesn't move.
In the Grand Prix, we have 38 set movements, and a horse has got 3 paces. He has a walk, and he has a trot, and he has a canter. In the trot, we have something called the Piaffe and Passage, which is something that looks very easy, but it's really difficult for a horse to do. Piaffe is trotting on the spot, and Passage is a very elevated trot, and this involves a lot of energy from the horse. He has to really carry the weight on his hindquarters to be able to do that. So that's what's taken many years to train, and not every horse is capable of doing that. Also in the trot, as in the walk, we have to show collected trot and extended trot.
This trot you're looking at here is collected, and I'm going to come on the diagonal and just ride an extended.
In the canter, we have something called the canter pirouette. That would be the most difficult movement, where the horse has to turn on a dinner play in 6 to 8 strides. And he has to do that on both sides, on the left side and the right side, and we have something called flying changes. And this is where the horse changes from one leg to the other, and in the Grand Prix you just have a change every 2 strides 9 times, and 15 one-tempies, where the horse literally springs from one side to the other. You're also, again, judged on the collected and extended pace in the canter. I have various techniques that I use to communicate with my horse. The first one starts with your seat, so that's the way I sit on the horse. That actually can direct a horse to go more forward or more back, depending on how I use my muscles. The other thing I have obviously is a pair of reins. These give very light aids, what we call a half halt. And this is just to momentarily stop the horse going forward and then releasing the rein again. And obviously my legs. So if I put more pressure with my right leg on the side of the horse, he should move to the left, and more pressure with my left leg, he will move to the right. And obviously if I use both legs together, then that is an aid that tells the horse to go forward. So it's quite complicated, but it takes many years to fine-tune to actually have these aids very subtle so that you can't see them.
So the communication here is my reins are just slowing the front, and my legs are just touching him a little bit on his sides, keep the energy. And then if I walk, I can drop the reins. And he can stretch his muscles and just relax again.